This is Rocky, and this is a male. See that? He's got a little male wiener. Rocky is a male dog. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the channel. This video is inspired by a video I saw last week with Chat GPT the AI. So I decided I wanted to know what would Chat GPT say, or the AI would say, if I asked it, what is a woman? So we're going to find out right now. So I'm going to share screen, and then we're going to go to Chat GPT, and we're going to look this up. So if you're interested in that video, then let's go. What is a woman? And the answer: a woman is an adult female in terms of biological sex. Women typically have two X chromosomes, XX, although there are exceptions such as individuals with chromosomal variations or intersex conditions. This biological distinction between males and females is the basis for the sexual dimorphism observed in human beings. We are going to unpack the definition given to us by ChatGPT or the AI, paragraph by paragraph, because I truly do need an understanding of what it's telling me. This biological distinction between males and females is the basis for the sexual dimorphism observed in human beings. So I literally had to go and see what it is that they were really talking about here. At first I thought, okay, it's the differences between us. And then I'm like, so why use that kind of language? But then again, it is what it is. So I went to look that up just to see what it is. It was. So it's the differences in stature, weight, faces, cognitive development, mortality, and disease prevalence. So all of these are the differences when it comes to the differences in the bodies of women and men. So that's the sexual dimorphism that they're talking about here. So, okay. Any event, again, women can have babies and men can't. I'm just going to stick to that. I missed a part of it, but I'll go back. Who generally have one X and one Y chromosome, XY. Okay, so men are one X and one Y. Men are XY, and women are two X's, two X's. However, it's important to note that gender is not solely determined by biological factors. Gender refers to the roles, behaviors, activities, and exceptions that a particular society considers appropriate for males and females. It is a social and cultural construct that varies across different cultures and historical periods. So now it's taken us in a different direction. So now it's going to talk about the genders. So it's telling us it's important to note that gender is not solely determined by biological factors. What else can determine your gender outside of the biological factors? The biological factor that if you got a penis, then you're a man. If you got a vagina, then you're a woman. And then there's roles that goes along with those different things. So it had me at women are XX chromosome and men are XY chromosome. There was no need to go any further. And it's as if I asked it, what is gender as opposed to what is a woman, right? So it continues to go on here. Gender refers to the roles, behaviors, activities, and expectations that a particular society considers appropriate for males and females. It is a social and cultural construct that varies across different cultures and historical periods. From the beginning of time, right? From the beginning of time, it was said Adam and Eve, male, female, husband, wife, provider, nurturer. The roles had already been defined in the good book. Okay, the roles have already been defined. But in this day and age, they throw out the Bible and put their own opinions and thoughts in. So we're going to move on to the next piece. In most societies, individuals are assigned a gender at birth. Wait a minute. In most societies, individuals are assigned a gender at birth on their perceived biological sex. This assignment often shapes their socialization and expectations placed upon them. Women are typically associated with femininity, which encompasses a range of characteristics and behaviors that society deems appropriate for females. These expectations may include traits such as nurturing, empathy, emotional expression, although they can vary widely depending on cultural norms and personal experiences. So it says in most societies, individuals are assigned a gender at birth based on their perceived biological sex. Okay, so off the bat, in most societies, it's the one society, it's the human society, it's the human race. It's not different societies, it's the one society, and we're talking about the we're talking about the human beings in the society, in our society, which is man and woman. All this, it's in the most societies. This is how they try to confuse people. Okay, so we're moving on. This assignment often shapes their socialization and the expectations placed upon them. The expectations placed upon them. You're a man, there's expectations for you. You're a woman, there's expectations for you. Again, the good book has described that. And I am going to have that. I'm going to read scripture on that. Okay, so we can be clear on what the roles are. These expectations may include traits such as nurturing, empathy, emotional expressions, although they can vary widely depending on cultural norms and personal experiences. Cultural norms and personal experience. I mean, at every turn, this thing is taking me on a different journey than I asked it to. It's taking me on the gender journey, not the woman journey, but the gender journey. It is critical to recognize that gender identity is a deeply personal and subjective experience. While some people's gender identity aligns with the sex they were assigned at birth, others may identify as a different gender or experience their gender as fluid or non binary. Transgender women are individuals who are assigned male at birth but identify and live as women. Their gender identity is their gender identity is valid and deserving of respect, even if it does not align with societal expectations or traditional definitions of women. It is crucial to recognize that gender identity is a deeply personal and subjective experience. It's a crazy and insane mental disturbance experience. That's what it is. It's a mental disorder. These people need to be put in a mental institution to be looked at and studied so that they can come up with a cure to fix this mental disorder instead of trying to turn the world into a place where they're turning it upside down for craziness sake. Okay, so others may identify as different gender or experience their gender as fluid or non-binary. So obviously some woke AI wrote this because binary, non-binary, all that's in there. You know that these people are psychotic. Transgender women are individuals who are assigned male at birth but identify as live as women. Identify and live. Oh my God, they identify and live as women. How do you do that when you're a man? How do you identify and live as a woman when you're a man? Obviously, you're going to be costumed so you can become a feminine being such as I. Because you're a big old buff guy. It's because you need to be sensitive like me. So, yeah, their experience. This is insanity. Their gender identity is valid, it says. It's valid and deserving of respect. No, it is not valid, nor is it deserving of respect. What it is that these people have a mental disorder and they need treatment. Okay? They need treatment to help them with their problems. That's what they need. Treatment, not respect. They need respect as because that they're a human being. Yes, but not respect because they're walking out here pretending to be somebody else. No, that's a mental disorder. They need help. And then it says, even if it does not align with societal expectations or traditional definition of women. There is nothing traditional definition of women. Okay, there's no traditional definition. Woman is a woman and a man is a man. Period. In summary, a woman is an adult human female, typically characterized by biological factors such as having two X chromosomes. However, gender identity is a complex and multifaceted concept that encompasses both biological and sociocultural aspects. Sociocultural aspects. New word. And it is important to acknowledge and respect the diversity of gender identities and express that an expression that exists within our society. So all I did was ask it, what is a woman? Why is it telling me all this extra? Why all the extra, AI, Chat GPT? Why all the extra? I just asked you, what is a woman? In summary, a woman is an adult human female typically characterized by biological factors such as having two chromosomes. That's it. That's just a woman. She's got two chromosomes, so she can be sensual, nurturing, have babies, get pregnant, be a mother, be feminine and sexual. I've said those already, right? So, yeah, those are the women. But then it goes on and says, that's where it should have ended. But it goes on to say, however, gender identity is a complex and multifaceted concept. Yeah, it's an insane nut job concept. Okay? That's what it is. Okay? Insane and nut job. And multifaceted that encompasses both biological and I can't, folks. Socio-cultural aspects. It is important to acknowledge and respect the diversity and inclusion of gender identities and expressions that exist within our society. Yeah, what I respect is what the good book says. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. And that's the only thing I'm going to respect. I'm not respecting nobody walking out here in dresses and lipstick and wigs pretending to be a man. I mean, pretending to be a woman. And I'm not going to respect women that makes themselves butch and cut off their breast and and try to grow beards and all of these things to become a man. Yeah, I'm not respecting any of that. I'm respecting what God created, a man, and what God created, a woman. That's the only respect I've got. I've got the good book right here. We're going to look something up real quick. So, this is talking about when God came upon Adam and Eve when they were in the garden after she gave her husband that dangerous apple that has led us into this mess. But here is how God explains the role of the woman. Okay? So when they talk about gender this, gender identity, and you can identify as whatever you'd like, the good book says something else because it tells you exactly what your role is in the society. And we're going to read to this. And this is going to come from Genesis, Genesis 4, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desires shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. In plain old English, this is your husband. Okay, in plain old English, you are a woman. You will be the mother of the children. You will take care and nurture the children, and you will answer to your husband. Pretty much the role of the woman defined in the good book. And then I'm going to read another one. And it says, and Adam called his wife's name Eve because she was the mother of all living things. The woman, the mother of all living things. So that is your definition of what a woman is, gender role wise. That's what she is. She is the mother. She is the nurturer of the children and of her husband. So what I've concluded from this little experiment with Chat GPT and asking it this very important question, which really should not even be an important question because these things have been defined as fact and truth for since the beginning of time. But just to go along with this nonsense, to see this. And so just from reading all of this over, I'm seeing that everything is being designed to make us think a certain way. They have put this now in their newest tool to dumbfound people. This is what it is. This is what AI is going to do. It's going to replace our thoughts. And even here on YouTube, people, some of them don't even write anymore. Or they don't even have, original thought. They just go to the AI and ask the AI to give them certain things, to write whatever they need to write. So again, it's taking away our thoughts. It's taking away our personal responsibility to the society to give, our own thoughts. And so just, you just read it. They've implemented all these new terms, non-binary and all these different words that we weren't really working with before, and they're trying to determine and change the structure of what God has put forth. And these are the things that's going to happen. And it tells us in Daniel's that in the end of times, there's going to be so much people, not we, the people, that's going to be smart, but these artificial creations is what they are. These robots is essentially where we're going to become. We're going to become non-essential to the society, and it's robots that's going to guide, and it's robots that's going to really do everything. And the people at the top, the woke people who are creating these things and the guiding these things, they're going to tell the robots what to do, and therefore for the robots to control us. I mean, the way that I see it, it's unbelievable. But this is where we are in time. So AI, computers, all of that can be great, but it is very, very dangerous what we're seeing. It's very dangerous. It's so dangerous that when you open up your phone, before you can ask Google for something and it'll give you the truth, now it has to, dumb it down and do all of this. Maybe the next experiment is going to be, let's ask Google what is a woman and see what it comes up with. That's going to be it for me, friends. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel and the work that I do here. Please check out the website, the Orlando Patriot. I have new merchandise there, t-shirts, stickers, flags, everything patriotic that you could want. I have some great shirts for pro-life, Black babies' lives matter, and I have some capitalism shirts there, and some new things as well. So go check it out, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. And again, we have so many souls to save. If we don't start praying and using the good book to really know what's going on, we will be lost in this robotic AI Chat GPT time. We will be lost. So it's good to stick close to the Bible, because the end of times is coming, friends, and we need to repent and we need to find God. So with that, I'm going to say thank you, and we'll have another video next time. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.